All right, let's start on something light.
Okay.
So finally, your dream job exists.
Uh-huh.
Been saying for years you wanted to do this, so tell us all what it is.
Well, I don't know, but like, I don't know what you're going to say, but my dream job is actually Margot Robbie's personal assistant. So she's out there and she's hiring. That's what we're looking for.
Okay, but let's just say that if she was in a mall, where in the mall would you be assisting her?
I mean, anywhere that she wants, to be honest.
Yeah, but if there was one place in the mall you could pick.
I don't know, man. A sporting goods store. Let's choose that. I'm trying to avoid whatever's coming.
Well, your real dream job, because you're just not creative enough to think of this, is toilet police.
Okay, well, that's from time to time, yeah.
So a heated debate has gone online after a cleaner was upset with a man for using his phone in the toilet.
I mean, it's nobody's business what you do in there. So,
well, that was the man's perspective, but she says that she was listening to him in the toilet and that he took too long in there and that he didn't use the toilet. Now she says, and that she didn't hear any flushing. She says she didn't hear any flushing sound. And he said it's none of her business whether he used the toilet or not. And she says that he was waiting, that other people were waiting to use the toilet and that he only went in there to use his phone. And they had a heated confrontation about it.
I feel like he might have been doing something else in the toilet. I think that's what's gone on here. Not that I would know exactly what that is, but I feel like there's something going on.
I think problem number one is that why is a woman in the toilets? Like normally the cleaner is of the same gender as the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because otherwise it gets a bit weird.
It can do. So yeah, I mean, that's an issue in itself. Yeah. But
second, why does the mall not have a timer outside the toilet to
cameras inside so that we can be ensured that the person is actually using the toilet for its intended use?
And with like a CCTV like voiceover guy saying, "Sir, we need you to move a little along."
Sir, please either urinate or defecate or get out of the toilet. Please.
Piss or get off the pot, as they say.
Yeah. Don't shake it more than twice. Just having a wank. So,
even consulting on how to effectively push it out.
That's not something you want. Like, come on, Sarah, try harder. We're going to talk you through it.
I think the woman should be commended for her great initiative to go over the top with her work. Most people cleaning a toilet are just lazy at their job. They don't take the extra mile to assess how long people are using the toilet for. And they also wouldn't have the balls to say something. So this woman, I think she needs a raise.
I think no matter what, she would need a raise, even if everything went swimmingly, because I'm pretty sure cleaning toilets is a horrible job that people should be paid more for. But yeah, this lady's on top of it. I like it. Move along. You've got 12 seconds to pee and then you're out. So
I think she should be promoted to the urinal where she should be overlooking everyone and be encouraging. Let's go. Let's go, boys.
Sir,
we got this.
Your penis is really small. Standing closer.
No splash.
Don't splash on the ground. Come on.
I won't be cleaning that, and you're going to have to do it. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Need a hand, sir?
Anything for a tip.
Now, what is the best revenge on someone who is cheating?
I mean, I don't know. Cheat on them with someone, with like their sister or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that's probably not far enough compared to this. And some might say that this has gone a little too far, but this guy decided to take his revenge on his cheating girlfriend by making a cake.
Okay.
What do you think he put in that cake?
Just grade A quality ingredients, like good free range.
You could say that.
I mean, just all fresh ingredients. Are we talking about?
Could be that too. I'm going to assume it was fresh.
Are we talking about like cream and jam and stuff? And
well, the previous story, the guy could have been preparing the cake in the toilet.
Is it a chocolate cake? Or
it does seem that way.
Okay.
It'd be awkward if it wasn't.
Skirting around this issue here. I think we all know what's in the cake.
Well, here is the story. A week before my birthday, I met my friend to have a meal. We were bored, so we took a long, slow walk. When I walked into the courtyard area, I saw my girlfriend taking a selfie. I wanted to call her out, but my friend stopped me in time. After she took her selfie, she ran into the arms of a guy, and his arms were around her, and they continued walking around like a romantic date. I wanted to confront her, but my friend suggested me to take some photos and videos, but don't make a scene in public. My friend managed to hold me down, and he brought me to a bar to drink. We sat down, and he said that he would hatch the ultimate revenge plan for me. The next day, my girlfriend asked what I wanted for my birthday, and I said I want her to make me a chocolate cake. One day before my birthday, she started to make the chocolate cake batter, and when she was almost done, I text my friend to call her so she will be distracted. Go into the room and pick up her phone. I already took a huge dump earlier in that day, and I kept it in a Ziploc bag to seal in the flavor. I pick a small portion of my poop and mix it into the mixture. I further added vanilla essence to cover up the smell. She did not notice, as I knew she had no heart to bake this cake at all. She finished baking it and put it in the fridge. The next, imagine you him and then you forget, and then you come home late at night and you're like, oh, there's cake in the fridge.
Ooh, cake. Oh, no.
The next day, the usual happy birthday song, or like she invites your family over. She's like, everybody, let's have some cake.
Oh man, no. This is like nightmare inducing stuff right here. I don't think we should allow this sort of thing to happen. But why? So why did he have it in a Ziploc bag and only use a little bit of it? And then what did he do? Is he just carrying around the Ziploc bag full of his own shit? Like, I mean, it's some unhinged activities going on here. So, yeah.
Well, yeah. So she said the birthday boy should eat first, but I said, I love you so much. It's your hard work for making the cake. Please have a big bite first, please. After she had the cake, I asked her if it was delicious, and she said not bad at all. I then asked why she pooped all over our relationship by cheating on me. She screamed and denied and said that I was crazy. I then showed the photo to her face, and she stuns in silence. I said, thanks for pooping on our relationship, and hope you enjoy eating some poop. Your luggage is being packed. Please get out now.
I mean, it's one way of putting it. I would have maybe gone without the cake. I think that's it's pretty bad. But yeah, okay. That's what he wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I mean, I don't know. 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 I Don't condone that, just for anyone who's out there. I mean, did make it put vanilla in it, so that's one thing. That's why it was delicious. Also, never eating any cake ever again. So,
oh, when you visit,
just in case someone's getting revenge on,
there is going to be a nice baked cake for you.
No. No, I don't eat cake. I'm allergic to it. So, yeah. Thanks anyway. Every time someone offers me cake, I'll be like, you try some first.
Well, yeah. So your sugar baby messaged in.
Another one this time?
Yeah.
All right.
Now, this is actually quite genius strategy.
Okay.
You will want to take credit for this being your sugar baby after you hear what this person did. And I think that this is good advice for anyone who wants to be a sugar daddy.
Okay.
Should try this. So basically, I slept with a sugar daddy who scammed me, and I pretend it never happened. He lured me in with a simple text on the Seeking website, $3,000 per month with an extra $500 just for an initial meetup.
Okay.
I'd walked this path before, meeting men who'd handed me $200 for a simple lunch date or $800 for more intimate encounters. I'm well aware that there are more honest ways to earn a living, but I was obsessed with fast and easy money. I didn't stop to consider the toll it would take on my soul and my body.
Okay. All right.
I know many might say I brought this upon myself and I needed to learn the hard way, but I survived the aftermath. I built walls around my mind and pretend everything was all right. This is uncharted territory. I went to meet him and the dinner was just okay. I put on my facade of control as I always did, but when he began talking about money, he could sense my interest immediately. He dangled things in front of me like, I can get you that designer bag if you work hard enough for it. And then he offered me $700 on the spot. I ended up meeting him at a hotel, and it turned out to be the most nightmarish experience of my life. I couldn't even pretend to enjoy it. He asked if it was good and tried to convince me he was big when he really wasn't.
Okay.
I told him he was, but deep down, I knew he didn't believe me. I didn't fully grasp the gravity of my actions because I kept repeating to myself, I really need the money. Then he handed me 2 gift cards, one with $500 and another with $200. My naivete struck when I found them empty when I got home. He texted me back the next day and asked when I asked about the cards, he stopped responding, and that was that.
Okay. Sweet.
So basically, you pay for your sugar baby in gift cards that you've already used.
Yeah, sounds.
It is the ultimate.
Sounds like the ultimate dick move in a lot of ways, but still, I'm sure there's people out there doing worse. So if you're going to be a sugar baby, just make sure you check your gift cards before, anything else.
Well, I do also find it funny, like if you have sugar babies or whatever, and you're using gift cards, because there's so many scams on gift cards nowadays. They always like interrogate you if you buy a gift card, even if it's only like $100, which is like not enough to have been scammed properly. They're still like, oh, what are you using this for? And like here, you can't even, like if you use the self-serve checkouts, you have to actually get someone to come over and approve it for you, and then they ask you questions. Plus, it has a warning about like scams. So imagine, explaining, well, actually, I'm hooking up with my sugar baby tonight, and
yeah, fantastic.
So yeah, this is the way around paying for your sugar baby.
Noted. I shall keep that in mind for future.
Yes, definitely won't be using that tonight.
Not at all. Not at all.
Now, what's your go-to excuse for being caught drink driving?
I don't have one. I just I tend to not get caught drink driving. So that's the best way to go. Don't get caught.
You'd always give the officer a gift card.
Do you want $700?
I wonder, right, if you tried to bribe the police in gift cards, but then you turned around and said, like, if they're like, well, he tried to bribe us, you're like, but the gift cards were empty. Is that still bribery?
I do not know. Probably attempted bribery, maybe, or whatever. But they can't really give out if they're like accepting it and they're like, this was supposed to be $500. Like, you shouldn't have accepted a bribe, sir.
Well, this is where it's a win-win, because if they take it, then you're like, yeah, sweet. But if they don't take it and they want to, because normally if you try to bribe the police, you're going to be like in trouble. Because if they don't take it, right, they're like, well, this is an extra crime. But if you try to bribe the police, but you weren't actually bribing them because you weren't giving them anything of value. Like if you said to the police, "Oh, will you let me off if I shake your hand?" And they're like, "No, that's bribery." Then yeah, like, is it not the same as giving them valueless gift cards?
I mean, possibly. I don't know. We'd have to get legal information on that for sure.
We'd have to get ourselves arrested. And attempted.
I don't know if I like this idea.
We were talking about going to a Thai university and asking for legal advice, so I feel like we should go there and ask the students.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
I'm planning on drink driving tonight. And I want to get home. Can I bribe the police with used gift cards? Because technically it has no value. So is it really bribery if you offer them something that has no value?
I think the act of offering it is the bribing.
Yeah, but it has no value. So if you're actually,
I still think you can't attempt to bribe someone. I think that's a crime in itself.
But you're allowed to ask them to let you off and give some dodgy reason why, right? Like it's not a crime to say like, I have a bad life, please let me off this one time.
Sure.
So why is it a crime to give? Again, it's not a crime to say, I'll shake your hand if you let me off. So how is this any different?
Sounds like you're not talking about shaking hands at all. Sounds like you're talking something else. So I don't know. I don't know, man. But maybe like you say, maybe our law student friends at the university will be able to tell us a bit better.
So yeah, we're going to have to ask this. Yeah. But in this case, this woman got off drink driving as a school bus driver.
Nice.
She was caught drink driving on the job and claims that she didn't know that White Claw was alcoholic. I
mean, why would you know? It's not like they sell it beside all the other alcoholic drinks in the store. It's not like, it's in with all the Coca-Colas and Pepsis and all that sort of stuff. So how would you possibly know that it's alcoholic?
Yeah. I mean, the 60-year-old driver was fired from his school after being caught drink driving. However, yeah, she will not face any charges as police believe she didn't know the beverage was alcoholic.
All right. There's your new excuse for everything then. I did not know that this Guinness I was drinking was alcoholic.
How was I supposed to know that Guinness is alcohol?
I thought it was just a delicious drink for people who had, desire to drink delicious drinks. That's all.
I drank absinthe and did not know.
I thought tequila was just a song. I didn't think it was like an alcoholic drink. So, who knew margaritas had alcohol in them? I didn't. I just thought they were fun.
I was doing shots of Bacardi 151, which I don't know if that's available everywhere, but essentially if you drink that, it burns when it goes down your throat. So, but I just thought it was water that was dodgy.
Yeah, exactly.
That I drink out of shot glasses.
Yeah. There we go. I mean, there you go. Anything that you do. I did not know that was wrong. I thought I was okay with that. Perfect.
I didn't know those gift cards didn't have value. So she's saying that she made a mistake after, and had been working there for 15 years. Mm-hmm. She grabbed the fruit flavored beverage that her housemate left in the fridge before she headed out to work. Once the White Claw was spotted in her cup holder, she was immediately removed from the school bus. She pointed out that for people like me that don't drink, how are they going to know this is alcohol?
I mean, yeah, I guess it's very difficult to be able to read what you're fucking picking up, But hey, there you go.
I mean, it is possible that she picked it up and didn't know. But
it's possible, but come on. If you're going to be driving for a living, I think you would double check, hey, this better not be alcohol. Also, let's just bring it back to took the fruit beverage that my roommate had in the fridge. That's your roommate's drink. What are you taking it for? Fucking scumbag. So put it back, not yours. I don't know though. I feel like as well, if you live with someone who drinks and they have some in the fridge, that's their alcohol. So I feel like, but hey, she got away with it. So there we go.
I mean, she got fired, but she didn't go to jail or get in police trouble because they believed her. So
yeah, but now she's free to get another school bus driving job. So it's all good. There's
probably not, because her name's all over the internet. It's probably a hard one to get. Just saying. You there?
I'm here, but yeah, there we go. We're back. So,
mine went black on this side for a second too, so I don't know what.
Yeah, both sides went black for me here, so I don't know.
It's a school bus driver coming after us.
It is. School bus. Every time we talk about school buses, we get in trouble with the spirits.
Well, what should he not do when giving birth as a father?
Great question. I don't know. What should you not do? You're better placed to answer this than I am. So I would say, I don't know. Don't bring your Nintendo Switch to the delivery room. Let's say about that.
Some people might say that would be better than this.
Okay. All right. So what did you do?
My husband asked me what I planned to cook for dinner while I was in labor.
Yeah. Well, everyone has to have dinner. It doesn't matter what's going on, so. It might be a takeout night. Let's just go with it might be a takeout night. That's how.
Yeah, most people would. Or the hospital might give you food.
Maybe, yeah, absolutely. It's another option.
That's what happened to me. The hospital gives you food. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so this guy, he asked his partner when she planned to cook dinner while she was in labor. So I told him he was on his own because I was busy dilating and I wasn't able to make him fajitas. Sorry, that was when she told him. That was his response to her telling him that her waters had broken.
Okay, so she's like, my waters are broken. He's like, oh, cool. What's for dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably pretty bad. Probably set him back a few years there. So.
At around 9 p.m., when she was on her hands and knees in the bedroom and felt like she was going to throw up, he brought in their dog's food bowl in case she needed to get sick.
All right. Well, it's probably not the best move.
It's kind of both ways, I guess. If you have a bucket's probably better, but something, I guess, to throw up in as opposed to...
Perhaps. I don't know.
By 1 a.m., when she was dilated enough to go to the hospital, the husband decided to take the scenic route to the emergency room. It's a new route, new way. We've never been this way to the hospital, she recalled. Then 25 minutes after she gave birth, she realized her husband had sent intimate snaps of the birth, showing all her privates, to the family group chat without asking for permission or censoring the images.
Okay. All right. Sounds like he's never getting laid again. But yeah, there you go. There you go. Pretty nightmarish experience in that regard then for the lady.
Then at 8 a.m. in the morning, after this had all gone down, the nurses told her that she had to eat something before she left the hospital, but her husband asked to split the protein bar that she had brought.
Then he gave her a gift of a gift card with no balance on it.
Congrats on your child. Here is a $50 gift card.
Which I used to buy myself dinner last night. So thanks. Awesome. Well, there you go. Yeah. We can all handle that situation, I think, better than this gentleman did. Taking the scenic route to the hospital being just a touch too far. There you go.
Now, a teacher was fired for saying they did what to students in TikTok videos?
I don't know, but I think it's going to be tame. I don't know why. I just feel this is not going to be the sexually charged answer that I would normally think this was. Maybe rated them on cuteness. Let's go with that.
Well, it's a little bit different to that.
Okay.
He said that he farts on the students in his TikTok videos.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of assumed that was the case anyway.
So he claims that the district initially asked him to remove 4 of his fart videos as they violated the board's social media policy.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair enough.
In one video, the former teacher refers to crop dusting his classroom and claims he tells students made up facts when they annoy him.
It's fair.
Teachers, if a student annoys you, just remember you can lie. There's nothing that says you have to tell them the truth all the time. I teach history. I tell my students the wrong stuff all the time when they annoy me. I tell them Abraham Lincoln invented the car. That's why it's named after him.
Oh, God.
I tell them Jake Paul and Logan Paul had a great grandfather named Paul Revere because they don't know how names work. I crop dust them all the time. I save up big, milky, lactose intolerant farts, and I drop bombs silently because I'm an adult and I know my body, and I just let it stew. Then I walk away and I go, oh God, it stinks over there. And then they have to sit with it.
Yeah, this is why I'm not a teacher, by the way.
Ironically, he also joked that the school he works at can't fire him as they need him too badly.
Oh, that's always a risk, saying stuff like that publicly.
You're just tempting fate.
Exactly. Wow.
So yeah, probably not ideal to post online how you fought on students.
I don't think it's a wise move, no.
We should back to the Thailand university thing, say that we got sent there as punishment for farting on students.
We should.
I'm actually a professor at the University of New Boston.
Students had some issues with me recently.
So they sent me away to learn to be better and appreciate my job. So
yeah,
I'm here. Oh, what's that smell?
Oh God.
Now, keeping on the school theme, as a parent, what should you not do when making a point about the school? Say you have an issue with the school and perhaps more specifically with their uniforms.
I don't know. I can't answer this as a non-parent. Anytime I've seen school uniforms, it's been inappropriate for this discussion. So
that's another reason why you had to go to Thailand to research school uniforms. We're actually implementing a new school uniform policy at Harvard, and they sent me over here too. They said there's a lot of places where adults wear school uniforms, so
yeah, that's what it is. It's all just research.
Yeah.
So yeah, glad to take part in research for science.
Then pull out like a notebook and start writing down notes about it.
Absolutely, for the betterment of the student community, I'm willing to take that option. But yeah, I don't. Is it related to inappropriate uniforms?
I mean, I don't know if you call this inappropriate or not, but an Arizona father stripped down to shorts and a crop top during a school board meeting to make a statement about the district's new dress code.
Okay. I'm guessing these were not flattering items of clothing for this gentleman.
Well, short shorts and a crop top. Yeah.
Is that not his normal, outfit that he would wear on a random day? I don't know.
Well, it would meet the new uniform clothing policy, and he said under the proposed policy, this would be appropriate in a classroom. He then spins around to show the audience the outfit from all angles.
Good man. Yeah, got to see all the angles.
Hopefully you got some $1 tips for it.
Yeah,
he said before they had some guidance, but now they have no guidance. It's just kids cover your underwear.
It's a good guidance right there. It's just yeah, why not? So I don't know. I guess that's inappropriate in a lot of ways, but fine. Now
it does say we want teachers to be teaching and not having to waste time measuring a girl's shirt or making a girl feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
Which, going back to the Harvard example, it would be funny to pull out a measuring tape and be like...
measure your skirt and get acceptable lengths there. If we could get like a consensus of the group, just everybody just line up here, please.
Now, it needs to be 3 centimeters below your knees, and this is not going to meet my standards. So,
so many very inappropriate ways that could go. I'm just saying. But for the science, we can investigate.
As a esteemed Harvard professor of law,
for sure.
I take my job very seriously.
Of course.
That is why I've flown here to ensure that only the best for our Harvard alumni.
Very serious, important regulations being made. So we need to make sure we have all the angles covered or not covered, as the case may be. Yeah.
Now, let's just say that you were going to go to America and you wanted to have the ultimate American wedding.
Okay.
Where would you have it?
Like Dunkin' Donuts or something?
Well, it's not far off because a German couple decided to get hitched at McDonald's because they wanted the ultimate United States wedding.
I mean, okay. I don't do McDonald's do a wedding meal anywhere in the US? Come and get your whole party served with fries and Big Macs.
They went to a small town McDonald's in small town Michigan at their all-time favorite restaurant with 23 of their wedding guests. In a red Mustang with the establishment's jingle, "I'm loving it," plastered across the doors, and the golden arches emblazoned on the hood. And yeah, they went in their full wedding attire into the McDonald's.
I mean, it's one way of getting your entire wedding done for like $150. So that's pretty. It's pretty good value.
The bit that this doesn't seem to say, and I'm trying to read ahead, is why you would pick a small town in Michigan if you're from Munich.
That is curious.
It even says every country we visit has its own unique burger or meal, so we like to try everything, he explained. We've been to McDonald's in Japan, Israel, Italy, all over Europe, and it's fun because you have your standard meal that always feels like home anywhere you are.
Okay.
They first came upon the franchise located in a small town about an hour and a half outside of Detroit while visiting a family friend near Lake Huron in 2016. At the reception, Mike sported a retro McDonald's tie and guests received signature McDonald's themed playing cards.
So wait, does this say that they just discovered McDonald's in 2016?
No, this particular McDonald's.
Particular one, okay.
In the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
This would be like you came to visit me and we went to the McDonald's down the road here and you're like, I'm now getting married here so that we can go to that McDonald's.
This McDonald's is the greatest thing. I want it to be a substantial part of my life. So I will now get married at this McDonald's.
And so even though the majority of my family and friends do not live in this country, we're all going to fly there.
Yes. Going to get them all to fly to Melbourne, Australia, just to go to the McDonald's down the road from James's house. I think that's reasonable. Anyone who cares should make the trip.
Yeah.
So, did they have like Ronald McDonald's there? Was there a special?
Grimace. They got a Grimace.
It's not good enough. But okay. All right.
But yeah, there's no explanation as to why, if you're from Munich, you would go to, even if you know someone in remote Michigan.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know. It's very weird. To think of even having a wedding at McDonald's, I think is, a lot of people wouldn't consider that the wedding. But yeah, this small town place outside Detroit, yeah, probably the weirdest thing that's happened in a McDonald's in that area, I'd say. But now McDonald's knows they can have a tourist wedding business.
It even says the 23 guests were primarily from Germany. So they had all traveled there.
I mean, that is sensational. But there you go. I'd never have thought that was a thing before.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't even. The guy who owns the actual McDonald's organized it, who said he was overjoyed to help with the couple's special day.
Nice.
There's a quote from him, just to have the opportunity to do something different for these people from a different part of the world. It's just wholesome. Having our customers see how much we are willing to do for anybody, it's good for McDonald's and for our community. Any opportunity to do things like this, something we don't take lightly.
Okay, good. You better not take it lightly. It's not for taking lightly. So
we should call a random McDonald's in. Or even, go into a random McDonald's in Thailand, but like one that's in the middle of nowhere, and be like, I just love this place. I need to get married here next year.
Can I speak to the manager? What are your wedding packages like? Do you have discounts for 23 people?
Primarily from Ireland that'll all be flying in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Just to eat this McDonald's.
And who are you getting married to? I haven't met her yet, but she's gonna go with it. It's
fine. I'm hoping to meet her in Russia next year when I visit. But yeah, it would also be fun to have that conversation somewhere where they don't speak English well, so they're like got no idea. Why is this person saying this, and what the hell do they mean? Like the level.
I mean, I do think even if they spoke English, they'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
They would, but it ups the what the hell is going on by not having by adding the language barrier. It just makes it even more. But why?
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of crazy. There you go.
Imagine your friend comes to you and is like, I'm having, or even like your brother, a friend you could get away with not going, but a brother's like, next month, get married in the small town of Michigan at McDonald's.
I need you to be there because you're the Ronald McDonald. Fuck. That could probably happen. I don't know.
I wonder if they paid for the people, because you'd be like, you absolute dickhead, making me pay to fly to middle of nowhere. I don't even get a good meal out of this.
Yeah.
I don't get any booze. I get a Big Mac.
I mean, you'd want to go at a time when they have the McRib back on the menu. Otherwise, people are going to be pissed off. So, yeah.
Or imagine even like a grandparent or something that's like barely able to walk. Also, they're from Germany, so they'd be like, didn't we fight them back in the day?
Just like an invasion of German people into this small town. I like it.
Great grandfather Adolf is coming.
Oh no, not again.
Not that one. It's just that it was a popular name when he was a kid, but you know.
It was a popular name back in the early days. Yeah.
Back in the 40s, you know, he was.
He was quite popular with certain people, so you know, they named their children after him.
Oh no, they weren't involved. They just named their son Adolf.
Yeah, a lot of that going on.
There has to have been like a lot of people that,
yeah,
like if you had a kid in 1940 in Germany, like it had to have been a somewhat popular name.
I think so. Yeah.
And those people would be only in their 80s, so some of them have to have survived. So there's got to be enough random Adolfs out there.
And they just call their kids. They're like, fuck it, I don't care. It's a great name. Not letting one prick fuck the name up for everybody.
I'm looking it up now, Adolf. During the 19th and 20th centuries, Adolf was a popular name for baby boys in German-speaking countries. Mm-hmm. And to a lesser extent, also in French-speaking. Imagine being a French Adolf.
You've got enough problems being French, and then you're called Adolf as well? Yeah,
that'd be fun. Like, yeah, introducing yourself as Adolf, but being like, it's okay, I'm French. No relation.
There has to have been other Adolf Hitlers as well, like ones that
the founder of Adidas was named Adolf Dassler.
Mm-hmm.
So Adidas is literally started by Adolf.
Yep.
And yeah, then it says after 1945, a few German people have been named Adolf after family traditions. The Spanish and Portuguese. Oh, so Adolfo is the Spanish and Portuguese version. So you do meet Adolfos, but you don't think of them as.
You could have worked harder to disguise it there, Adolfo. I think we all know. We all know what your name is for sure.
Even Adolphus. American jazz trumpeter and singer and band leader Adolphus Anthony Doc Cheatham, who only died in 1997. A baseball player named Adolphus Grimes, who died in 98. A American air and business executive. Oh, Adolphus Bush.
Oh, it's not a good mix right there.
So yeah, as in the Anheuser-Busch.
Okay.
He was kidnapped by an unemployed realtor in 1930, but he died in 2013.
Well, there you go. Interesting.
So yeah, it's there's this is in German, so I can't read it, but
try.
Often das. It says Adolf, I'm Ernest. So I'm assuming it's some guy who was named Adolf and then changed his name to Ernest. But I was talking about like famous people that were German tradition Adolfs who had to stop calling themselves that. Yeah, but I don't know, it'd be fun. So there are 0.87 people named Adolf for every 100,000 Americans. It's actually a lot.
Yeah.
It's the 4,623rd most popular name in the US.
Yeah, you'd expect it to be lower down the list than that. So
There are 2,767 Americans named Adolf, which is like 2,700 more than you would expect.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's pretty wild. Well, there you go. Lost that as a baby name. I'm sure there's parts of the world where you could get away with it, and
I'd say so.
you just can't leave home or like travel. There's actually a question online of someone asking, "My name is Adolf. Will I be arrested in Germany?"
Yep. Depends what you do. I mean, just because your name's Adolf, you won't avoid being arrested. You know, just take it easy. Don't try any coups of the government and stuff like that. You should be okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it would be fun to go to Starbucks in Germany and Starbucks anywhere and use that name. It's a family tradition.
Absolutely.
Although, yeah, it would. I feel like in certain countries they wouldn't. In Starbucks, like half the time they're not paying attention anyway. So you could get it through to the point where they call out, "Adolf, there's a soy latte for you," and then have other people wondering what's going on.
You could, I'm sure.
What are you not allowed to do at brunch in San Francisco?
Crop dust the other diners.
Well, that could potentially be linked to this, but
okay. Thinking especially about that teacher who was in trouble. Yeah, I don't know. Being naked?
No, that's too normal.
Okay.
So in the Bay Area, restaurants offering the popular perk of bottomless mimosas are finding that diners, often ones in their early to mid-20s, are drinking too much and vomiting in the bathrooms, or even right on their tables.
Lightweights.
The burden on servers and staff to clean up after these public pukers is reaching a fever pitch, making it necessary for restaurants to take precautions and even implement fees. So in this restaurant, they have a sign that says, "Please drink responsibly and know your limits. A $50 cleaning fee will automatically include in your tap when you throw up in the public areas. Thanks so much for your understanding."
That's fair. That's fair. So if you're going to throw up, go to the non-public areas, like the kitchen, places like that. It's all good.
But then what if the toilet police catch you being too long in the toilet?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You catch 22, you can't win, man.
I need to shit while I'm in the toilet, but I can't throw up. And I can't take too long, and I can't use my phone. So what am I supposed to do?
That's yeah, it's a rough one, man. I mean, it's true. I mean, all these lightweights shouldn't be drinking too much anyway for their brunch. You know, it's just unacceptable.
Or they should just stick to White Claws because there's no alcohol in it.
Yeah, exactly. Stay to your lane. You know, don't be going to this whole bottomless, unlimited drinking thing when you can't handle it. So, in fact, they should up that fine to $150, and it gets paid out to the person who drinks the most during the brunch without getting sick. That's the best way to handle this. So,
that's the goal.
Brunch there.
Now, what company should not let a cat use their internet? Their computers. But what business, organization, company, would it not be ideal?
Most of them. I don't know. A security company, some description.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, maybe like a Veterans Affairs medical center.
Very specific there.
Has attributed a cat jumping on a technician's keyboard as being the reason for a 4-hour system interruption.
Okay. All right. Probably shouldn't have the cat for that.
Roughly 100 people, contractors, vendors, and employees participated in these calls at a time. On a mid-September call, one of the participants explained that while a technician was reviewing the configuration of a server cluster, their cat jumped on the keyboard and deleted it.
Wow. There you go. Yeah, that's... I don't know. Sounds like the cat's being blamed for something that a human did. I'm just going to throw that out there. I think maybe the cat's innocent at the end of the day. Also, the human shouldn't have been stupid enough to let the cat do that. So that's another thing.
No, I mean, it's the cat's fault, and the cat should be held responsible. They should charge the cat to...
I don't know, man. I think the cat probably was just having fun. So, jumping on keywords, deleting shit. Cats love that. So you need to know that they're going to do it.
Cats should be held responsible for their actions, and they need to learn. You delete files.
Yeah.
It's on you.
All right. Well, yeah, I can see the point. Let's be fair.
How many years should you wait to get intimate with a partner?
Probably like 12, 13. Just make sure you really get to know the person.
That's a bit more than this couple. So that does make this seem like not as big deal based on what you just said. But my boyfriend of 10 years and I haven't slept together, but we are happy. Are we weird?
Yeah. I mean, everyone's different, no judgment, but yeah, a little bit weird.
Actually, a lot of judgment. I'm 100% sure. Sorry.
I was just gonna, if this is one of those stories where like the boyfriend turns out to be like a mannequin from the store that like she worked in or something, I'm going to be disappointed. So.
No. She says, I'm 100% sure he does not watch any adult content.
Okay.
His secondary school friends tried to share some videos with him before, but he felt weirded out and that it was disgusting and intrusive to watch other people. He thinks it's disrespectful.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that's not accurate, but
also he works at a porn company that he created himself. So there we go.
Sometimes I ask if he wants to try watching for fun, but he strongly insists that he doesn't want to. We've gone overseas together and sleep on the same bed together every night. However, we just have no reason to get naughty. I hear of so many friends doing the deed, but we are happy just eating, watching shows, chatting, holding hands, hugging. Recently, I kept wondering if we are weird and a strange couple. Feels like we are the odd one out, but we are happy and fulfilled. Is there something wrong with us?
I mean, look, at the end of the day, if you're happy, that's cool.
No, there is something wrong with you.
Doesn't matter beyond. No. It's cool if people are happy. That's good. I mean, your next friend / girlfriend's going to be like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Like, it's been 12 minutes and what? So yeah, I mean, I don't like. People shouldn't worry about if they're weird or not. You're fucking weird. Everyone's weird in some way or another. So
no, but I think this is too weird.
They hold hands, so that's good enough. If you're a really good hand holder, then it's the same thing, pretty much. Yeah, I think we can agree the dude's probably watching a lot of porn and he's porned himself out, basically, at the end of the day.
or he is so small that he's embarrassed.
That's a thing. Maybe he's actually just like a lady in disguise, and he's just living out life as a male, but is actually a female, and is like, I don't want you to find out I have a vagina. So
I feel like after 5 years, or I don't know, there's a certain amount of years where you've got to just come out with it. Maybe in the first couple of years you're like, no, but then at some point,
something would slip out. You would expect at some point, but here we are. 10 years they're in a relationship. So
yeah. Well, what's some marriage advice for people that are maybe struggling in their marriage?
Just have a relationship with someone else outside the marriage. That'll get it back on track.
Well, that's fairly similar to this. Hottest thing ever, how a $900 male escort saved a Sydney woman's marriage.
Typical story.
My life was perfect on paper, but the reality was far from the truth. I met my husband on Tinder, but I fell pregnant soon after. We wanted to keep the child. It spiraled. We had another kid and bought a beautiful house, but there was something missing. I dedicated all of myself physically, emotionally, and mentally to everything and everyone else but me. I had low body confidence because I had no time to exercise. She gained 30 kilos and said she stopped making an effort with her appearance. She had no longer enjoyed having sex with her husband. Instead, it became something the couple simply get it over with on a Friday night.
Okay.
It was then that she suggested a male escort to try and open ourselves up to other people. It's transactional. There are no expectations or risks or things going wrong emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
To her surprise, her husband agreed, and that she went out calling it a great idea. I met my first male escort in a hotel in the city. He charged $900 for 2 hours.
Okay. Yeah, pretty standard rates there. No extras involved, just the old bog standard. Yeah, okay, good.
My husband knew about it every step of the way and was very supportive. I walked away a different person. I cared a lot less about what other people thought of me. I felt liberated, appreciated for the first time in years. I couldn't wipe the smile off my face for weeks. The experience also brought her and her husband closer together because he'd allowed her to explore herself. I felt guilty at first because I'm in the minority of people who need to seek sex outside of marriage. I thought there was something wrong with me, but my marriage improved. We had better communication, and it gave us a new level of love and respect. So I guess the moral of the story is buy your wife a hooker.
If she's unhappy, get her a hooker for her birthday. Everything will be okay. So
Christmas each year. If you have a wife who's, I don't know, feeling down in the blues, just go for it.
Yeah. It's like, honey, this is Ben. It's costing $900 for you to spend 2 hours with him. So go have fun. Do not ask me questions about what I'm doing for 2 hours.
In the corner, sweating.
Also, this is the weirdest McDonald's I've ever been to. We're having this interaction here. Got married here. Now we're meeting escorts. Okay.
Does seem like a lot of money.
I mean, it's 2 hours, it's also sounds like, he put in a lot of work. So yeah, probably 900 plus tip. So there we go.
Yeah. Well, finally, one of your exes is called into a radio station.
Again, a restraining order against that. God damn it. Right,
they need to respect it, the NDA. It would actually be fun to just pull that on people, like on a first date. Like, Before we get started, here's an NDA.
Please don't. Yeah, you're not allowed to discuss the happenings of this date with anybody ever. And our relationship going forward is completely secret. So
it would just be fun to do that as like just a regular person who's not a celebrity who no one cares about, and be like, I'm really worried about this date getting out. So
just like specifically, I don't want you to ever call into a radio show about this. Okay. You are never to do that. Here, sign this form.
It's a good way to start off the date in the right way to set things up.
I think so. Let your intentions be known. So
a woman is revealed. The anonymous woman called into the Australian radio station and revealed the shocking details. She told the hosts a guy I was sleeping with for only a couple of weeks pissed my bed one night when I was there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He didn't clean up after himself and expected me to do it all. And then he went for coffee afterwards. He let me pay for my coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. 21st century, baby. Gotta have equality and all these things, you know. You should have paid for him, is what should have happened.
he you know how much extra they charge at $900 an hour to pee the bed for you? Like
that is a free service that you just got there. You are so welcome.
You got a free upgrade to the. You only paid for a small fries, and you got large, so you should stop complaining.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like thinking they went for coffee after, and she's just sitting there the whole time. Did you just piss my bed? Like, and I had to pay for my own coffee. That's too much. Paying for my own coffee. God damn it.
She's sitting there like Googling how to get pee stains out of bed. And then he's just like, would you hurry up and pay? I want my cappuccino.
Do you know how much liquid I need to drink right now to replenish my body? I need to hydrate so that I can do that again later somewhere else.
Yeah. And he didn't even apologize.
Of course not. It was a service. So yeah. I think she should be apologizing for complaining about it. So there you go.
She then explained that, and then he thought we'd still be sleeping together, but I tried to let him go. I said it's a bit disrespectful that I had to clean up after you, but he told me that I was disrespectful. He said it because I texted him. I didn't call him to have the conversation. To which the radio co-host explained wow simultaneously. Many puzzled commenters asked why the woman still went out for coffee with the guy.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Maybe she was into that.
I mean, no matter what's going on, someone's like, let's go for coffee. Like, okay, that's a good idea. Let's go get coffee. Sort it out over coffee.
Yeah.
Pay for yourself, by the way. So,
well, if you're the guy, I mean, you may as well.
I mean, I feel like he probably was embarrassed about the fact that he had a girlfriend who would complain about him peeing the bed. So,
well, I think he's probably embarrassed that he had to pay, that he had coffee and the girl made him pay.
Yeah.
He's like, I've given you this free upgrade for extra services that normally cost an extra couple $100.
Yeah.
And then here you are making me pay for coffee.
You know, I charge my escort customers extra for what I just did for you, and you're complaining about it? That's wow. We need to see couples therapy.
There'll be no more crop dusting for you.
If that's how you feel about it, I'm not peeing in your bed ever again. So, okay. We've come to a conclusion. Everything's fine. I mean,
if I was that guy, I would so send that message just to.
All right, fine. I will bill you for the expenses of what that costs. Do you know how much hydration it takes to be ready to expend that fluid? It's a lot. So, yeah. Feel like she should not complain so much for a lot of reasons.
Yeah. Although I do want to call out the fact that if the same radio station has wild breaking stories each week, kind of start to wonder, well, I don't know, maybe your show, convenient that the same show would 2 weeks in a row go viral for wild dating stories.
I mean, are you suggesting that these wild dating stories were not accurately portrayed? I don't know.
No, I'm sure that they didn't happen and that they potentially got someone else to call in and say XYZ.
Well, how dare you, sir?
All I want is the sheets to prove it. That I can have a sniff.
Just want to sniff the sheets so that we know this is a true story. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the coffee afterwards. Everyone's like, "What? That doesn't make any sense. Like, why didn't you pay for his coffee?" That's just being upset about that is terrible. So yeah, there's holes in the story. Hopefully not in the sheets. We'll have to,
I don't know. If there's a nice holy sheet, it would be.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. More to ponder this week now. How much we should charge for peeing in beds, so forth.
And what legal advice we'll be giving at universities.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, that's the best one. The uniform research is just an important thing that needs to be done, I think. So there we go. We're going to get in so much trouble. We're going to, yeah, one way or the other, we're just going to be in trouble. So looking forward to it. It's going to be good.
Yeah, as long as we make it through.
Yeah, as long as we survive the actual thing itself.
Get home without ending up in a Thai prison.
I'm skeptical that is possible. I think prison and death are quite high on the probability cards. So, yeah, kind of worried about it, but it'll be fine.
Getting beaten up on the beach is fine, as long as we just make it home.
Yeah. Which, we'll see what happens. But anyway, man, thanks for another great week of disturbing enough stories, and we'll figure.
We don't have as disturbing this week, so
no, they're not as disturbing, but still.
Next week, I'm going to have to up my game in what I search for to go out of my way to find a more disturbing story.
I mean, I can't eat birthday cake anymore. So, pretty disturbing. Don't count it out completely.